See, when I keep telling you to be poor, he said, yeah, he said, yeah, and he said, for somebody, yo, hurry up and buy. We have grown men and women's over here. We like, you dudes don't even know how to come into a chat. You just come in and type. You don't know what side nobody on. You just come in and start typing. We have grown peoples over here, man. We're not here to entertain you kids or you grown men and women with kid minds. We're here to educate, man. So y'all might be in the wrong chat, bro. Try to listen, then comment. Yo. So, all right. Now I want to show you something. See, when I was telling you about how the system worked, and I was telling you about how being poor, it's a thing that was caused. It's not something that just happened. To be poor is something that was placed into the system of the hoods in America. And it's not just in the hoods, but predominantly the hoods. Now I'm about to show you something right here. Okay, my bad. I apologize. Now, this is just one. It's other videos. Now, I want you to ask yourself, do you think this is a mistake? Think about how much wealth we have in America. Think about how much money the government sends out around the world. Think about that. You don't think the world we live in, the America, you don't think America could do something about this? This is designed like this. It's designed like this. As long as we stay poor, as long as we stay mentally poor, they forever make money off of healthcare. When you get paid, what takes the most taxes out of your money? When you get paid, healthcare. Healthcare get the most money out of your check every 2 weeks or every week. Healthcare. Now, when you look at the healthcare situation, see, if you poor, 9 times out of 10, for people that grew up in the environment like where I came from, what kind of food do we eat? Look at how they put us in this loop. Poor people eat poor food. We have to survive off of hot dogs, bologna, noodles, beanie weenies. Like, look at all the food we eat in our environment. It's nothing that can actually, it's no substance in the food we eat. Now, mind you, we all have been trapped up in the food industry. But when it comes to the poor community, notice, and see, you notice what I showed you? See, because I don't want y'all to think that I don't speak for unity. These are not black people. I said poor people. I didn't say black. I didn't say white. I didn't say Puerto Rican. I didn't say Asian. I didn't say Chinese. I said poor people. See, it bothers me when I see non-black people thinking that it's just the black people that are targeted. It's bothering me when I see non-black people that don't get this. It's bothering me when I see black people that think it's just us that is being targeted. No, that's why I keep preaching we have to work together. Now, I do feel a way because I'm a black person and I knew the community that I seen when I was growing up. I know what I saw. But I know as I got older, I realized the race thing is a joke. I'm fighting a white man, or I say non-black because I don't want to name all the things that. So I'm fighting a non-black person. And he can't do nothing to change my environment. He live in the same condition I live in. But see, that's how they trick us. They make us battle each other while they leave us all in this type of condition. See, I know most of y'all in here are black. I know there are some non-black people in here as well. But what I'm saying is, I know, so I don't have to go show y'all no black projects because I can go show it to you. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is they do it to all of us. It's not just one ethnic group. It's all of us. Slavery, most of us, we hear about slavery, we think it's just black people. No, see, this is a new echelons of slavery. We don't have time to cook our kids a real meal. Look how many single mothers we got. And I'm not, for y'all get to going, oh man, it's about, I'm not an advocate for just, oh man, you just trying to out here and cater to the women. I don't do that. I hate people that create these platforms and they try to use the females because they know the females has the money to donate frequently to them. I hate those type of platforms. There's a dude that I frequently support and watch, and I see how he used these women, and it bothers me. So I'm not saying as in using a single mother to try to gain some points with them. I don't work like that. But look at all these single mothers, right? Think about it. Most of us come from a single mother household. Most. So if she gotta go to work for 8 hours, come home and cook, she gotta sleep for 8 hours. When she come home and after she finished cooking and cleaning, she gotta try to give her tired, low vibration. Think about what I'm saying. She got to give her low vibration energy to her kids if she got more than one, which most do. And this, once again, notice I didn't say black or non-black. I said mothers. They saying to go for a 2-parent household. It don't matter. But if you poor, at the end of the day, guess what you're still doing? You can't feed your kids a cooked meal. You barely have time for that. Some of these people are going to the job. Some mothers and fathers are going to a job where they actually have to produce hard labor. There are some women out here that go into jobs that actually not just typing on the keyboard. They actually have to get busy now. So imagine coming home and trying to give your kids some good energy and you don't got that. You frustrated. You mentally tired. You mentally drained. The world done already sucked out that morning energy. Most of us, we get up in the morning, even though we don't want to, and we have that good flowing energy. The world gonna take that with them 8 hours, them 10 hours, them 12 hours. So now you gotta come home and try to be a positive light in your kid's life. You gotta try to fix them some. Some people, if you poor and you only making a certain amount of money, how can you actually go out and get food that is not of the guts of a pig? Once again, like I said, in my household, every day I eat hot dogs and bologna. Every day. Every day I eat hot dogs and bologna. On Fridays, we ate chicken or fish. So if we go back to this loop, when you look at your paycheck, they take the most money from healthcare. Knowing that we poor, we have to feed our kids. We have to feed the household, man and woman, kids as well. We have to feed them the poor foods. And if we don't feed them the poor food, then what do? We go get the fast food. What is the most promoted food in the world? Fast food. Why? Why is fast food the #1 choice of food? Knowing what it is. Y'all done seen the videos. We done seen the videos of the fucking hamburger being lit for hours. We done seen the food of the fast food industry. But it's the #1. He said, cause it's fast. You ain't paying attention. That's the poor man, woman choice. So they can keep you in a cycle. If I feed you poor food and I'm taking the money from your health care, think about what I'm saying. Your environment is poor. Your environment is poor. I feed you poor food and I make you pay for health care that you can't even afford. Are you not understanding? You in a losing battle from birth as a poor person. You don't have a doctor you don't have insurance. Can you afford? Do you know some people, only way they can afford health insurance is to get a second job? There are some elderlies that are working right now. Might be some of y'all in here that would not be working if it wasn't for health care because they can't afford it. So they got you in a spin cycle. They got us in a spin cycle. Okay. Wow. He said, I'm in Canada. Healthcare is free. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. There are some, I don't know if I'm going to repeat that. There are some people that are 65 years old, 60 years old, 50, barely can walk. They have to go get second jobs. They have to go get a job. Disability won't be enough just so they can pay for healthcare. And you say in Canada you get it for free. That's wow. That just shows you the world that we live in America. To be poor is very expensive. And they make a lot of money by keeping us poor. They make a lot of money by keeping us dumb in the educational world. I keep saying it. It's not by design. It's not by design. I mean, it's not by chance. It's by design. It's not randomly that when we walk outside, we see trash everywhere. Now, we have to do something about that. And I know most of it, but I ain't finna go out there and pick up nobody else's trash. But see, if you live in an environment full of trash, guess what? I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna ban you. I'm in Houston and I don't care about healthcare. Niggas die every day in every city. Just live your life. All right, let me ban you. Hold on, where you at? Here I come. Once again, I don't need people that not trying to think on a different level. You're in the wrong chat, bro. You're in the wrong chat. What's good? What's good, big dog? If there's trash in our environment, then what type of mindset does that send? That's saying for us to keep having trash in our environment. When you go to think about this, y'all. When you go to a nice restaurant, what type of feeling does it give you? It gives you a feeling of to be respectful. Yo, real talk for all my guys that go to these clubs. When you go to upscale places, you feel like you have to treat it differently than you treat a hood spot, right? Be honest. When you go to hood clubs, you get to smoke all through there. You drop cigarette butts on the ground, bottles on the ground, trash on the floor. But when you go to the upscale places, how does that make you feel? Do you feel like you want to drop some on the ground? Do you feel like you want to piss all over the toilet? See, niggas are piss all over the toilet at these hood spots. At the poor spots. Let me say that. At the poor spots. But when you go to a upscale place, it don't need to be nobody in there to tell you. You let that motherfucking toilet up. And if you piss on some shit, you wipe it off. You make sure you leave that motherfucker the way you found it. But see, when you live in an environment where it's covered with dirt, it's covered with trash, guess what type of mindset that sent to you? Shit, I can leave trash here too. When you go to somebody's house and you see how nice they got it, you see, you smell, it smells good in here. It looks good in here. So you say to yourself, shit, okay, let me try not to, you know what I'm saying, do too much fucking around and knocking shit over, and I want to clean up behind myself. You know, you drop some paper. You ever got in somebody's car? You ever got in a nice car? You know what I'm saying? You drop something, you be, man, damn, let me pick that up, you know. You don't want to be putting mud in somebody's nice shit. But guess what? When you step into a vehicle that's not really, don't have a good uptake, he or she ain't been taken care of, man, you step all in that nigga shit with mud. Don't give a fuck. Now, I'm not saying that's right, but I'm telling you, that's the mindset. So it's a reason that in poor communities, notice I didn't say what race you is. I said poor communities. You're going to see trash. You're going to see the environment covered in drugs, gangs, violence. Because if you see it, there's a possibility you might partake in it. There's a possibility. Some kids never would have been introduced to drugs if it wasn't for the environment. It bothers me when I hear people that never lived in a condition like this, and they speak as if it's so easy to walk by this law of attraction. Wow, thank you. It bothers me when I hear people that never lived in a condition like this, and they just automatic judge and say, wow, look at them people. Some of these people got caught up in this coming out the house as a kid, being curious and saying, let me try this. Can I get a little deeper? When it comes to our brothers and sisters that represent the rainbow community, let's go a little deeper. When it comes to our brothers and sisters that represent the rainbow community, you think some of those kids were just curious? You know they was, right? Some of those kids, they wanted to go over there and try something out because it was heavily promoted. See, when you heavily promote something and you give it so much light and attention, there's a possibility I just might come over there and see what's going on. Now, those that strong enough, not going to deal in the drugs. But everybody don't have the mindset that y'all have. Because some of y'all might say, look at them bombs. Look at them fucked up peoples out there. Everybody ain't that strong as you. Everybody ain't mentally tough like you are. You was able to avoid this lifestyle. There are some people that got caught up in the trap. And who set the trap? You think the trap just magically came out of nowhere? Nah. This is not the topic tonight, but I ran across this and I wanted to show y'all this. He said they chose their path. Don't get banned in here, bro. Don't get banned in here. You ain't listening. Do you think everybody chose their path or some was forced into a lifestyle? See, this is what I mean. It's like some of y'all just don't think. It's like some of y'all just don't think outside of your world. You think everybody chose to be a gangbanger. You think everybody chose to be a crackhead. What I just said. Some kids walked out their front door for the first time, stuck a needle in their arm, had no idea, gone for the rest of their life. Everybody don't choose this route. The environment gives you no choices sometimes. And it bothers me that y'all really don't see that. It bothers me that we are grown individuals and we don't understand that sometimes there is no choice. Sometimes. I'm not making excuses for nobody, but sometimes the choices of, hey, you got to make some money. You got to make some money. You got to put food on the table. You can't get a job. 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 So, man, I don't want to be this. I don't want to sell no drugs. I don't want to steal. I don't want to steal. Once again, let me tell you this story. My best friend, I told some of y'all this. My best friend caught me stealing his socks and drawers. Hear me. You think I wanted to steal another nigga's socks and drawers? My best friend, I was too embarrassed. My best friend caught me stealing his socks and drawers. I was putting them in my backpack. He came in, he said, man, what you doing? I said, man. I said, damn, bruh. I said, my bad, man. I said, I ain't got no socks. My best friend didn't live in the condition I lived in. He had two parents that took care of him. I had a dad that was trying, but he can't afford it. Now, one day he was able to, but he can't afford to get me all the things I needed. So I thought if I just take it from my best friend, they wouldn't notice. And he caught me. And I told him, I said, man, I need some socks. And he said, man, damn, B. He said, man, but how many you need? And my best friend gave me his used drawers, his used socks. You think I wanted to do that? But sometimes it's the condition of the environment. And this is what makes me so mad with you people that have made it. See, I made it out of that condition, but I don't talk like some of you motherfuckers, dog. It bothers me. I hate being around people like that. Because you made it to a nice spot and you sit and look and say, well, they don't have to be there. What happened when there's no opportunities in your environment and you don't got enough money to fly out of your city? How you gonna fly to a different location when you can't even eat at night. But nobody cares about that. Why? Because you made the choice. I'm not making excuses for nobody, but what I'm saying is, let's think outside that little circle that you got. Let's think outside of it.
On the